after the function, definition of function, and types of function, we have another important topic, which is composition of function. Today I'm going to teach you composition of function. In this section, we have to study how to compose two function or more than two functions, and what is composition of function, and composition of function is possible or not. With the help of this, we can also find the inverse of function and invertible function. We will discuss further. Now see composition of function. First, say a concept of composition of two functions. Let here two functions f which maps from a to b, and another function g maps from b to c. Here set A is domain of set f, function f. Here set B is codomain of function f. Set B is domain of function g, and C set is codomain of function of g. Now see composition of function, how we compose two functions f and g. Suppose here f is function. Now see by Venn diagram, you can understand it very well by this. This is set A and this is set B, and this is set C. F function is defined on set A to set B, and G function is defined on set B to set C. Consider an element x in set A and y in set B and z in set C. These three elements are belongs in set A, set B and set C respectively. Now see, under this function x is mapped with the y, means x is associated with y. It means you can write y is function of x, y is equals to fx, because this element x is associated under this function f. So we can write y is equals to fx, and this element y in set B is associated under this function g to the element z which belongs in set C. So you can write as z equals to gy, because z is function of y, because y is associated with z. You can write as z equals to gy. Okay, so in this case you will get a function from this set A to this set C, because this element x is associated to y, y associated to z. It means x is associated to z via y. So if x is associated with z, here will be another function. This is called composition of function g and f. You can write as g of f, g of f, g of f. You can write as g of f. The meaning of this, here y is equals to fx and z equals to gy. After composing two function, now substitute here the value of y. The value of y is here fx. Now substitute here fx. It means z equals to g fx. You can write, because the value of y is fx here, from here. It means g of fx, you can write as g of fx is equals to z. This is the composition of function g and f. Now students, see the definition of composition of two functions. Let f is a function which maps from a to b, and g is another function which maps from b to c. These are two functions. Then a function g of f which maps from A to C defined by g of f x is equals to g f x for all x belongs in A. Now see the definition and understand this definition with the help of this Venn diagram. Here given f is a function which maps from the set A to set B. This is set A, set B, and this f function is defined on set A to set B, and this g function B to C, and here g function B to C. Then the function g of f means this composed function which defined on set A to set C. It means this is the composed function of function f and g which maps from A to C. It means this will be the domain of this composed function, and this will be the codomain of this composed function. Means A will be domain and C will be codomain of this composed function. Defined by g of f x means x, if x is associated under this function, then you will get this z, and the value of z is here C. You can write as z equals to g f x. G f x you can write from here. So g of f x is equals to g f x for all x belongs in set A. See this element x belongs in set A. You can understand this definition with the help of this Venn diagram. Now what is the criteria by which, under which this function will compose or not compose? Here two conditions. G of f exists if range of this function f must be subset of domain of G. Understand this statement. Here given g of f, this g of f exists means after composition of these two functions like g of f is possible if range of f means range of f means the collection of images of all the elements of set A. This will be a range, means this is the range set. In this set you will get range because under f you will get different images, and the collection of images makes range. Suppose this is the range and G is a function. If G is a function, it means this will be the domain set. It means under this domain you will get the range of this function f. It means this is the range of function. This range function will be, or is this set, or range of this function will be subset of this set. It means range of this function f will be inside this set or equal to this set. It means range of f function must be subset of domain of G. This is the domain of G. In this case G of f is possible. For f of G, in the case of f of G, here will be G function and here will be f function, and the condition remains same. Here if here G function and here f function, in this case range of G function is subset of domain of f function. F of G exists if range of G function is subset of domain function of f. You can understand it by this example. Now say this example, let f is a function which maps from this set to this set. The domain of f function is 2 3 4 5 and the codomain of this function is 3 4 5 9, and another function G which domain is 3 4 5 9 and codomain is 7 11 15. These are two functions defined as f2 is equal to 3. It means 2 is associated with 3 is associated to 4, under f, f4 is equals to 5 and g3 equals to g4 equals to 7 and g5 equals to g9 equals to 11, then find g of f. Now make Venn diagram to solve this. Example, first of all, what we have to find? G of f. To find g of f, first you write the f function, then g function. For f function, you have to make domain of f function and then codomain of f function and then codomain of g function. This set is domain of f function is 2 3 4 5, so write here 2 3 4 5 and here f function. Okay, and the codomain of the f function is 3 4 5 9, right here 3 4 5 9 and g function. Domain is also codomain of f function is same as domain of g function 3 4 5 9 and codomain of g function is 7 11 15, right here 7 11 and 15. And here given f2 is equals to 3, it means under f function 2 is associated with 3. 2 is associated with 3. f3 is equals to 4, it means 3 is associated with 4. f4 equals to 5, 4 is associated to 5 and g3 equals to g4. g3 equals to g4 means under g function 3 is associated to 7 and 4 is also associated to 7. 3 is associated to 7 and 4 is also associated to 7. And g5 is equals to g9. Under g function 5 is associated to 11 and 9 is also associated to 11. 5 is associated to 11 and 9 is also associated to 11. Here now see what is the range of f. Range of f will be all the element. Okay, range of f. Now range of f is collection of all the images under f. Here 3 4 5 9, all the elements are images 3 4 5 9. So the range of f will be 3 4 5 9. Okay, and now find the domain of g. Domain of g. This set will be the domain of g function. These are 3 4 5 9. 3 4 5 9 are the elements of the domain. Now see carefully here, all the elements of range of f belongs in domain of g. It means you can write a range of f is subset of domain of g. It means this first statement is satisfied here. For if g of f exists, range of f must be subset of domain of g. See here, all the elements present in domain of g. So range of f is subset of domain of g. It means g of f exists. So we can find the value of g of f. How will you find the value of g of f? Now see, 2 is associated to 3 and 3 is associated to 7. It means under g of f, g of f, 2 associated to 7 and 3 associated to 4, 4 to 7, it means 3 associated to 7 and 4 associated to 5, 5 associated to 11, and 5 associated to 5, 5 associated to 11 also. It means g of f 2 is equals to 7, g of f 3, 3 associated to 4, 4 to 7, this will be 7 only, and g of f 4, 5, 5 to 11, and g of f 5, 5 associated to 5, 5 to 11. This will be answer of this question. Now the students, this is the second example. With the help of this you can understand the very well the composition of functions. So see here, let R be the set of real numbers. If f maps from R to R, where fx is equals to x square and gr to r gx equals to 2x plus 1, then find f of g and g of f. Also show that f of g not equals to g of f. How do you solve this question? First we have to find f of g. Here given that f maps from R to R, where fx is equals to x square and g maps from R to R, gx is equals to 2x plus 1. First we have to find the value of f of g. Right here f of gx. If f of gx is given, it means you can write f then gx. How do you find the value? First of all we have to put here the value of gx. The value of gx is 2x plus 1. It means f 2x plus 1. And you know that how will you find the value of function? Here given 2x plus 1 at place of x. At place of x 2x plus 1 is given, then we have to find the value of this function f 2x plus 1. See here fx is equals to x square. If we put here the value of x, which is 2x plus 1, so it will be 2x plus 1 whole square. It means now expanded, this will be 4x square and 4x plus 1. This is the value of f of gx. Now find the g of f. Second we have to find. To find the value of g of f x, you have to write g then f x. Now substitute the value of fx here. The value of fx is here x square, so it will be g x square. Now find the value of this function. How do you find the value of this function? Now substitute the value of x, this x square at place of x in this function gx. Now substitute. The value of gx is 2x plus 1 and we have to substitute the value of x is equals to x square. Now substitute here. This will be 2x square plus 1. This is the value of g of x. And we have to show f of g not equals to g of f. Now compare the value of f of g and the value of g of fx. The value of f of g is 4x square plus 4x plus 1, where g of fx is equals to 2x square plus 1. Both are different. So this implies f of g not is equals to g of f. Now the students, here 5 properties related to composition of function. The first property is the composition of function is not commutative, that is f of g not equals to g of f. As we discussed in previous example, and also show that f of g not equals to g of f, you can prove. But second property, which is very important, that will ask in your exam, property 2, The composition of function is associative. That is, if f, g, h are three functions such that f of g of h and f of g of h exist, mean these two functions compositions are exist, then f of g of h is equals to f of g of h. Now, how will you prove this? To prove, you have to consider four non-word sets. Let A, B, C, D are four non-word sets. Let the function h is mapped from A to B, g is mapped from B to C, and f mapped from C to D. Then f of g maps from B to D. How? F of g, this is the composition of function f and g. First will be g function, then will be f function. F of g, then domain of this function will be the domain of g function. The domain, and see here, domain of g function is B, and codomain of this composition function is codomain of f function is D function. So f of g maps from B to D and h maps from A to B is given. Again, on composition of f of g and h, these two functions, then domain of this function will be domain of h is A, see here, and codomain of this function is codomain of this function, composition function. Codomain of this composed function is D. So f of g of h is mapped from A to D. Now again see, h maps from A to B and g maps from B to C here given, and f maps from C to D. This implies f maps from C to D here. And now composition of these two functions g and h. After composition you will get g of h. If composition of function g and h you will get, then what will be the domain? Domain will be domain of h and codomain will be codomain of g. Domain of h is A and codomain of g is C. So g of h maps from A to C. Now again compose these two functions f and g of h. On composition of f of g of h you will get f of g of h. Then domain of this composed function will be domain of g of h. Here see, domain of g of h is A and codomain of f is D. So codomain of this composed function is D. So A to D. Thus f of g of h here A to D exists, and f of g of h A to D also exists. So f of g of h and f of g of h both are existing here from set A to set D. Now we have to prove f of g of h equals to f of g of h. First we have to find the value of this and then find the value of this and equate both. How will you find the value of this? To find the value of this, we have to consider an element x belongs in set A and y belongs in set B and z belongs in set C, such that here given h maps from A to B and this element x belongs in set A and y belongs in set B. It means x is associated to the element y. It means you can write hx equals to y. Okay, and z belongs in C and y belongs in B. Now see, in this function y belongs in B and z belongs in C, means y is associated to z. If y is associated to z, you can write z equals to gy, because association of these two elements under this function g. So you can write gy equals to z. Now find the value of f of g of h. Right here the element x, then x will be composed with h and f of g. So first f of g and hx, the value of hx is y here. Now substitute the value of hx, f of g y. Now f of g y can be written as f g y, and the value of gy is z. Now substitute here f z. It means f of g of h x is equals to fz. Now we have to find the second part, f of g of h x. F of g of h x. How will you find the value? To find the value of this, you can write as f. Now remove this off with this bracket, g of h x. Now again remove this off with bracket, this g h x. This will be, and the value of hx is y. Now substitute here hx is equals to y, then it will be gy, and the value of gy is z. Now substitute here, it will be fz. Means f of g of h x is equals to fz. This is the second equation. From equation first and second, you can write f of g of h is equals to f of g of h. It means this function is associative. Here associative property holds, so composition of function is associative. After the property 1 and property 2, property 1 was the composition of function is not commutative, and second was composition of function or associative. Now the third property is the composition of two bijections is a bijection. That is, if f and g are two bijections, then g of f is also a bijection. Everybody knows that bijections. Which functions are bijections? The functions which are 1 1 and onto 1 1 and onto, then the function is said to be bijective function. 1 1 onto function is said to be bijective function. Means if we have two functions f and g which are 1 1 onto function, then their composition is also 1 1 onto. Now we have to prove. How will you prove this? First we have to consider f function which maps from a to b and g function which maps from b to c. These two functions are 1 1 and onto functions. Means this function is 1 1 function and onto function. I hope everybody knows the definition of 1 1 function and onto function. With the help of the definition of 1 1 function and onto function, we will prove the bijectivity of the composition of two functions. Now see here, f maps from a to b and g function maps from b to c. So composition of g and f, g of f maps from a to c. G of f maps from a to c. Now check bijectivity. First we have to 1 1. Check for 1 1. One one means injectivity. How you prove injectivity? Let x1 and x2 belongs in domain of this function. We have to prove this composed function is 1 1. Then we have to consider two elements in set A, means domain of the composed function. Let x1 and x2 belongs in set A such that g of f x1 is equals to g of f x2. Now find the value of this. You can write g f x1 is equals to g f x2. Okay, suppose here two elements in set A, x1 and x2, and in set B here will be y1 and y2. x1 is related to y1 and x2 is related to y2. Means at place of fx1 we can write y1 because the value of fx1 is y1 and fx2 is y2. Now write here g y1 is equals to g y2. Here given the function g function is 1 function because here given two functions f and g both are bijective, it means 1 and onto. For the value of y1 you will get z1 and the value of for the value of y2 you will get z2. Suppose here given the function g is 1 it is given this implies you can write y1 equals to y2 equals to y2. The value of y1 is fx1 is equal to fx2 because the value of y2 is fx2. If fx1 is equals to fx2, f function is also 1 so you can write as x1 equals to x2. We already taken this g of f x1 is equals to f of g x2. If fx finally we get x1 equals to x2, it means this function g of f is 1 function. Now second we have to check for onto means surjectivity. Before this we have to remember the definition of the onto function. A function is said to be onto if all the elements of codomain set have preimages in domain set. Now see, in order to prove the surjectivity of g of f, we have to show that every element in C set means the codomain of g of f because g of f is defined on A to C as we discussed in the Venn diagram. So show that every element in C has its pre-image in A, means all the elements of this codomain associated to the element of this, that is for all z belongs in C, means for every element in this set there exists an element in x belongs in set A such that g of f x is equals to z. Let z belongs in C. Z is an element which belongs in set C. There exists y belongs in B. Now see in this Venn diagram, x is an element of set A, y is an element of set B and z is an element of C, and g of f is defined on A to C. Okay, let consider an element Z in this set, there will be an element in set B which associated to the element. It means Y is associated to Z under G. G function is also onto function, means every element of this set is associated to the element of this set, means y1 z1 and y2 z2. No element of this set, means every element of this set should be associated, means have pre-images in set B. So Z belongs in C, this implies there exists Y belongs in B such that gy equals to Z. Gy is equals to Z. F function is also onto function. So every element of this set has pre-images in set A, means any element Y belongs in B, there exists X belongs in set A such that fx is equals to Y. Y belongs in B, there exists X belongs in A, fx equals to Y. This implies for all Z belongs in C, there exists X such that, means X is associated to Y, Y associated to Z, it means X is associated to Z under GOF. So Z belongs in C, there exists X belongs in set A such that G of fx is equals to, you can write as G fx, and the value of fx is, see here, Y, fx equals to Y, nice. Now substitute here Y, gy, and the value of gy is Z, means Z, G of fx is equals to Z. Hence G of f is surjective, means all the element of this set is associated, all the element of this set have pre-images in this set A. So this codomain set will be the range of this function GOF. So GOF is surjective, this function is surjective and injective also, so it is bijective, hence proved.